compatriots, welcome back to another video. This one is to clarify permissions, because I spoke to people recently about this Raise the Colours campaign and got their different views on it, and was arguing the point that there's nothing wrong with it, you should be able to fly any flag. So bit of research, and somebody mentioning something in the chat at one point for one of our live videos took me onto the government site, which has Flying Flags, a Plain English Guide. So let's take a look at that and see if we can raise the colours. So here we have the gov.uk site, and it is, as it says, Flying Flags, a Plain English Guide, updated on the 20th of July 2021. So this is 4 years out of date, so let's hope they don't decide to take this down after the fact. But it does say flags are a very British way of expressing joy and pride. They are emotive symbols which can boost local and national identities, strengthen community cohesion, and mark civic pride. Exactly. In England, the flying of flags is treated as advertisements for the purposes of the planning regime to ensure the flags do not impact on the safety or amenity. Some flags require formal consent or permission from local planning authorities, whereas others, like the Union flag, do not. The detailed controls over flags flying are set out in detailed regulations below. So let's skip down to, so this is all flag flying is subject to some standard conditions, and be maintained in a condition that does not impair the overall visual appearance of the site. There you go. Be kept in a safe condition. Have permission of the owner of the site, which they are displayed. This includes highway authorities if the sign is to be placed on a highway land. Not obstruct or hinder the interpretation of official road, rail or waterway, aircraft signs or other make hazardous for the use of these types of transport. Be removed carefully where so required by the planning authority. Flags that do not need consent. Any country's national flag, civil ensign or civil air ensign. The flag of the Commonwealth. The flag of any island country, district, borough, parish, city, town or village within the United Kingdom. The flag of the Black Country, East Anglia, Wessex, any part of Lincolnshire, any riding of Yorkshire or historic county within the United Kingdom. The flag of St. David, the flag of St. Patrick, the flag of any administrative area within the country outside of the United Kingdom, any flags of His Majesty's forces, and the Armed Forces Day flag. There you go. So we fall straight into the first category, any country's national flag. It does go on to tell you about flagpoles. Having two flags can also be flown on the same flagpole, etc. But yeah, and flags that do not require consent also are a house flag. Flag is allowed to display the name, emblem, device or trademark of the company or person occupying the building. Can refer to a specific event of limited duration that's taking place in the building from which the flag is flown. Any sports club. The rainbow flag, but the version with 6 horizontal equal stripes of red, orange, yellow, green, blue and violet, not the adapted new one. Specified awareness schemes, eco schools, Queen's Award for Enterprise and Investors People, the NHS flag and certain environmental awards. Everything else you have to get permission for. So I just wanted to clear that up, because there's people that I know that would like to fly a flag, but they don't know the rules. There's people that are complaining about other people flying flags on a flagpole on their own property and reporting it to authorities. So they need to know the rules as well, because you should have the rights to fly any flag you want, if it's especially the country flag that you're in. But if you're from a different country, then fly your flag. if I emigrated somewhere, I would still have a Union Jack flying on my property. So I've no problems with other countries or anything like that. I've got a problem with people branding our national identity as racist. And it's simply not for that purpose. Some people use things for ill intentions and for the wrong purpose. That's the problem. There's the people, not the thing. The flag is not the issue. The people are the issue. That's the bit you fix. That's the bit you crack down on, and they do. So please, 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 raise the colours, fly your flags with pride, fly them safely, and don't be afraid that somebody's going to ask you to come and take it down. Thanks for watching, guys. Just a little update. See you in the next one. Goodbye.